Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Venus Williams, Jessica Pegula, and others steal the show as 80,000 fans flock to star-studded DC Open. It's getting hot in Washington, D.C. The tennis tour is jumping right into its first hard-court prep event ahead of the U.S. Open, and fans are buzzing with excitement. This year, Venus Williams is making her big comeback after a 16-month hiatus. She'll share the stage with Jessica Pegula, Emma Navarro on the women's side, Taylor Fritz, and more on the men's. The City Open's WTA field may be smaller than the men's, but with top seeds Pegula, Navarro, and the legendary Williams in action, Mubadala is buzzing. The fans are out in full force, soaking up every moment. On Monday, the crowds at the Fitzgerald Tennis Center went through the roof. News outlet Wusa 9 reported that more than 80,000 spectators are expected to visit Rock Creek Park. They want to get up close to some of the biggest names, including Naomi Osaka and Venus Williams. Just imagine the atmosphere as the players step onto the court. Electric doesn't even cover it. Mark Ein, City Open chairman, put it best as he beamed about the buzzing crowds. "We intentionally designed the whole thing so you can get close, because to me that's the connection you're trying to build. You're trying to get young people close to their idols." With a lineup this loaded, DC is crackling with energy. Rock Creek Park is hosting the women's tournament for the 13th time, launching a 7-week North American tennis adventure that wraps up at the U.S. Open. Over $1.2 million is on the line, including $197,570 and 500 ranking points for the champion. That's some serious motivation for anyone eyeing the WTA finals in Riyadh. The week stands out for another reason. It's the only combined WTA and ATP 500 level event on the tennis calendar. Every match matters, from $13,585 and 1 point for first-round winners, right up to nearly $200,000 and a 500-point payday for the champion. All eyes are on world number 4 Jessica Pegula, the top seed, who claimed her first WTA singles title here in 2019. She's been locked inside the top 10 ever since. With fellow top 20 talents like Emma Navarro, Elena Rybakina, and Clara Tauson ready to challenge, the stage is set. And let's not forget Venus, the 7-time Grand Slam champ, who's thrilled to make her long-awaited return. Venus Williams expresses her thoughts ahead of her first match. Williams made it official on July 20th. She's back in action at the DC Open this week, ready to face 23-year-old American Peyton Stearns, currently ranked world number 34 in the opening round. For months, fans hung on every hint, especially Venus's bold words from last November. "I am not done yet. My game is at a high level." And now the wait is finally over. As she gears up for her big comeback, Venus Williams' mindset couldn't be clearer. "This is very special for me to come back and play tennis. I think it's a surprise for the fans, a surprise in general, as I hold my cards tight. And you know, in this last year, I've been through a lot physically as well. So, to come back and be able to play, and hopefully enjoy myself, is a great opportunity. So, I'm very grateful to the tournament for the wild card." Talk about inspiration. Her time away wasn't spent idle. In a revealing chat with Self magazine this month, Venus opened up about battling uterine fibroids, her toughest opponent yet. She didn't hold back about the pain, the setbacks, and the fierce determination it took off the court. Taking action, she underwent surgery in July 2024 to finally remove the fibroids. Looking back, she shared, "My health journey was very scary. You know, this time a year ago I was preparing to go to surgery. There was no way for me to play tennis or play the U.S. Open, or those things weren't even on my mind. I was just trying to get healthy." This year, after landing a wild card for Indian Wells, fans waited, hope in the air. However, she confirmed that she would not play then. But now, with her return to D.C., the energy is back and the stands are packed. Will Venus Williams bring the heat once again? Share your thoughts below. Venus Williams, Jessica Pegula, and others steal the show as 80,000 fans flock to star-studded DC Open. In the heart of summer, under the blazing lights and even brighter stars, Washington, D.C. became the epicenter of the tennis world. The DC Open, one of the most anticipated stops on the calendar, was transformed from a mere tournament into a celebration of excellence, legacy, and rising talent. With over 80,000 fans packing the stands and lining the grounds, the 2025 edition was not just another event, it was a phenomenon. And at its center stood icons like Venus Williams and Jessica Pegula, dazzling crowds and commanding the spotlight. Venus, the ageless icon, returns. When Venus Williams stepped onto the hard court, time itself seemed to pause. At 45, the seven-time Grand Slam champion wasn't there just for nostalgia. She was there to compete. The crowd erupted in an ovation reserved for royalty, and Venus responded in kind, graceful, composed, and still possessing that unmistakable fire in her eyes. Her opening round match wasn't just a contest, it was a masterclass. Facing off against a 20-year-old rising star, Venus displayed the kind of tactical genius that can only come from decades of experience. The stadium vibrated with emotion as she unleashed forehand winners down the line and served aces with a quiet defiance. Whether she won or lost hardly mattered. Her mere presence uplifted the spirit of the event and reminded everyone why she's a legend. Being back here, feeling the love from these incredible fans, it's everything, Venus said courtside, holding back tears. This game, this crowd, this moment, I'll never take it for granted. Pegula, the people's champion. While Venus brought the legacy, Jessica Pegula brought the fire of the present. The highest-ranked American in the draw, Pegula didn't just arrive in D.C., she owned it. From her practice sessions that drew crowds as large as matches, to her composed performances under pressure, she carried herself with the authority of a champion. Off the court, Pegula connected with fans, signing autographs until security had to gently nudge her along and participating in kids' clinics that left young fans wide-eyed with inspiration. On the court, she was all business. Calculated ground strokes, surgical returns, and a focus so sharp it felt like the world outside the lines didn't exist. Her quarterfinal battle under the lights was one for the books. Down a set, she rallied, fueled by chants of "Let's go, Jessie," echoing through the night air. The win wasn't just a statistic, it was a statement. American tennis was alive and thriving, and Pegula was leading the charge. Star power everywhere. But it wasn't just Venus and Pegula commanding the spotlight. The DC Open lineup read like a tennis Hall of Fame future casting list. Frances Tiafoe, the hometown hero, ignited the crowd with his electric play and signature flair. Every fist pump and roar from Tiafoe seemed to shake the city's foundation.